Thank you. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Nana. You can start now, Nana.
I can start now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Om. 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 Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganaswadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Dashamodhyayah Vibhuti Yogaha Shri Bhagavan Vacha Uche Shravasamaśvanam Vidhi Mamamrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam Chanaradhipam Ayudhanam Aham Vajram Dhenu Namasmi Kamadhuk Prajanashchasmi Kandarpaha Sarpanam Vasukihi Anantaschasmi Naganam Varuno Yadasamaham Pitrunam Aryamachasmi Yamasamyamatamaham Praladaschasmi Daichanam Kala Kalayatamaham Mruganam cha Mrugendroham Vainateyascha Pakshinam Pavana Pavatamasmi Ramashastra-bhrutamaham Jashanam Makaraschasmi Shrotasamasmi Janhavi Sarganam Adirantascha Madhyam Chaivaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatamaham Aksharanam Akarosmi Dvandva Samasikasya cha Ahamevakshaya kalo Dhataham Vishwato Mukaha Mruchu Sarvaharaschaham Uddhavasya Bhavishatam Kirti Shri Vakyanari Kirti Shri Vakyanari-nam Smrutirmedha Dhruti Kshama Bruhatsama Tatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margasirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha Jyotam Chalayatam Asmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham Jayosmi Vyavasayosmi Sattvam sattvatamaham Vrushninaam vasudevosmi Pandavanam dhananjayaha Muninam apyaham vyasah Kavinam ushana kavihi Dando damayatamasmi Nitirasmi jigishatam Maunam chevasmi guhyanam Jnanam jnanavatamaham Echapi sarvabhutanam Bijam tadaham arjuna Natadasya vinayasyat Maya bhutam characharam Namtosti mama divyanam vibhutinam parantapa Esha tu deshata prokto vibhuter vistaro maya Ejyat vibhuti matsatvam Shri madurjitameva va Tattadeva vagachyatvam Mama tejomsha sambhavam. We will return to 30th verse. Praladashyasmi daichanam kala kalayatamaham mruganam cha mrugendroham vainateyascha pakshinam. There are a couple of things I was thinking of mentioning regarding mruganam cha mrugendroham. This lion, he is famous for Simha Avalokana, which I think I have mentioned earlier. It will look at the four quarters and it will also look up Simha Avalokana as it keeps on looking for its prey. It is very mindful of who is likely to be inimical. Looks up and looks at the four quarters. That is why it has got a speciality of its own, and it is supposed to be the bravest of animals. Now, Vainateyascha Pakshinam. This Vinata's Putra is Garuda. Okay. Aruna also is Vinata's Putra, but Aruna has taken the Sarajyam of Bhagavan Surya. This Vinata has given birth to Garuda. And this Garuda we have covered slightly Vistarena regarding his exploits. Now, yesterday I was mentioning to you, Vishwamitra has, out of frustration, asked his Shishya to get him those 800 horses. Then that fellow, and that fellow's name, which I forgot yesterday, is Galava. 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 And by some quirk of fate, Galava is a friend of Garuda. When he is, lamenting on the seashore, then Garuda appears there and asks him what is the reason. Then Garuda takes Galava on his back and goes to a number of places looking for those 800 horses. Then somebody mentions, like maybe Narada, that there is a king Yayati. This Yayati is the old-time Yayati, Nahusha's son, and husband of Devayani, and what is other lady's name?
Sharmishta.
Sharmishta, very right. Thank you so much, Sharmishta. And he will help you. Then Garuda takes Galava there. When he goes there, Yayati says, I'm happy to be of help to you, but I do not have the horses. Not a single horse of that description do I have. But I can tell you one thing, there are at least 3 other kings. They will help you. Each one of them has got 200 horses, which I know. But they will give you for a bargain. The bargain is that they are without any progeny. So my daughter, my beautiful daughter, her name is Madhavi. This Madhavi has got a special boon from a rishi. No matter who marries her, she will remain a virgin. Okay? Even after childbirth, she will remain a virgin. So you take this Madhavi to each one of these kings and marry her to a king and give some progeny to that king. He will be pleased. He will give you the 200 horses. Like that, you can collect 600 horses. The two other 100 horses you simply cannot get, because in olden times the 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 800 horses were 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 requested by a rishi to marry Vishwamitra's elder sister. I think her name is Satyavati or so. Gadhi is the name of the king, whose children are this Satyavati and Vishwamitra. Now, when this rishi, his name is I'm not getting, okay. His name maybe I'll get tomorrow. When he requests Gadi will be slightly worried. Hey, my daughter, who has grown in the comfort of the palace, now how she has to lament in the forest with this rishi. So I'll have to somehow get rid of the rishi's wish, but I have to ensure that I don't incur his wrath, otherwise he will curse me. Then he says, in our Vamsham, there is a tradition that whoever seeks the hand of a girl in marriage, they have to give the Kanya Sulkam. Kanya Sulkam is for taking the girl away, you have to give something. And what you need to give is 800 horses of very white color with one left ear for all of them having a black dot. This Gadhi says, Gadhi is the father of Vishwamitra. Then this Rishi agrees and he prays to Varuna. Varuna has all the horses of the same description. He will immediately give. And this Rishi gives all these horses to Gadhi, marries Satyavati, and goes away. Goes away. There is a beautiful story connecting this Rishi Satyavati and their progeny. This Rishi's son is Jamadagni. Rishi's son is Jamadagni. Now, what happens is, before even Vishwamitra was born, this marriage happens. This Satyavati requests the Rishi for progeny, and he says, oh, yes, certainly, and he would have mantra bhavena, he will make prasadam. And the prasadam, his wife Satyavati requests that her mother also should get a son. The Rishi says, okay. And he makes 2 bowls of prasadam, and mantra bhavena, he will invoke such deities which are required for Gadi's son, who will be an emperor himself, and Satyavati's son, who will be a rishi himself. Right? Now what happens? The rishi tells both of them, you, in the yonder place, in the garden, there are 2 trees. You and your mother will have to embrace tree A, tree B for you and your mother in that order. And you have to partake this prasadam, which I have exclusively made for each one of you separately. Then Satyavati mentions this to her mother. Her mother says, hey, why not we exchange this? Satyavati simply falls for the request of her mother, and they exchange not only the embrace of the trees, they exchange a prasadam, the bowls of prasadam, right? Now both of them become pregnant, and the Rishi comes to know that they have done something which is not right. Then he asks Satyavati. Then she confesses, this is what happened. Then the Rishi says, hey, I have blessed the prasadam given to you so that it will be, it will be, it will be getting you a wonderful Rishi who will be renowned the world over. Whereas for your mother, that prasadam I had given so that he will be an emperor. Now you have exchanged that. What happens is now your mother will get not an emperor, maybe an emperor initially, but he will be a Brahmarshi. And what you would get, you will get a tremendous fighter who will be equivalent to an emperor, and he will be a terror to the enemy forces. Then Satyavati falls at his feet and begs of him, please don't give me a son of that valor. I would have only a son of your clan, a Rishi. Then he says, what I have done, that cannot be revoked. But okay, I'll agree with you. Your son will be a Rishi, all right, but the son of your son will be a tremendous fighter, and nobody can oppose him. Satyavati says, okay, that is how Vishwamitra was born. Initially a prince and becomes an emperor. Later on he becomes a Brahmarshi. Now, Satyavati gives birth to Jamadagni, who is a rishi of tremendous Ranan, Jamadagni. And he begets Parashurama. Parashurama avatar. One of the Ramas is Parashurama. Parashurama, Rama, Balarama, Krishna Kalkidevacha in the avatars. That is how we chant. And this Parashurama, that is the story regarding the advent of Parashurama. It is because of the trick that Satyavati's mother played on her doting daughter, and the daughter simply fell for the love of the mother and acceded to the request of the mother. This is what has happened. This is what has happened. Now, Mruganam cha Mugendroham, Vainateyascha Pakshanam. Why did I mention all this? This Vainateya Garuda helps that Galava to get those 800 horses. So that out of the 800, 200 have perished in course of time. Only 600 are available. That is what Yayati tells and gives his daughter Madhavi and mentions towards the end of your trial, you please set Madhavi free from the bondage. That is the mandate of Yayati. So this Garuda and Galava, they go away. They go to one king, Kashi king, I think, I forgot his name, and he will readily agree to marry her, begets a son, and the son becomes very illustrious, and Pratardhana, I think his name, illustrious, and he becomes a very pious person. Okay, now they go to the next king, and the next king is Ushinara, I think, and Ushinara begets through Madhavi, who remains a virgin. After the marriage to the Kashi king, she remains a virgin, whom this Ushinara marries and begets Shibi Chakravarti, who is a very illustrious emperor himself, and he was renowned the world over those days as a very noble person, and who is given to tremendous dhanam and dharmam. Okay, you must have heard about the story of Indra and the Agni Deva, who turned themselves into birds, and Shibi Chakravarti befriends one dove, which is Agni Deva. and the eagle or some other hunting bird that will be chasing this dove, and this dove takes shelter behind Shibi Chakravarti, and he goes to the extent of giving up his life to save the dove whom he has protected. That kind of a person, Shibi Chakravarti. Then they now Garuda, for Galava's sake, has already got 400 horses. Then they go to the third king. Third king will marry Madhavi and begets a son, gives the 200 horses. Now Garuda, Galava, they discuss, they come to the conclusion that what Vishwamitra has asked, those 200 other horses are unobtainable, and they will go to Vishwamitra, and Galava prostrates to Vishwamitra. Hey Guru, these are the 600 horses. I have defaulted by 200 horses. Can you kindly help me? And if you wish, you marry this Madhavi. You marry this Madhavi. Then Vishwamitra says, hey, why did you have to do all this? To go to all those kings and things like that? You should have come to me in the first place and given Madhavi to me. I would have gladly taken Madhavi as my wife in exchange for those 800 horses which I have demanded. Then he will excuse him, and that is how the story is. In all these endeavors of Galava, this Vainateya, Garuda was with him. What a person who was wedded to freeing his mother and who was wedded to tremendous friendship. That kind of a Vainateya Garuda. Okay, Vainateya Pakshinam. Now, I don't know whether you people have seen any group of birds looking for some grains that we generally give on the floor. They will never fight themselves. They will not fight. Generally, the birds, they somehow adjust themselves. They will not fight. It is a different thing when it comes to animals. They will fight and throw away the weaker animal, and the stronger animal will appropriate all the food. It is not so with the birds. Mruganam cha mrugendro ham vainateyasya pakshinam. Now pavana pavatam asmi ramashastra bhrutamaham yashanam makarasyasmi shrotasam asmi Jannavi. We have seen how the Jannavi name has come, and Yashanam makarasyasmi. This Makara also we had said there are 3 or 4 Makara names. One is a whale, another is perhaps a dolphin, and another is a shark, and another is the Makara, as we already know. Okay? Makara is the crocodile. Right. Now, next verse. Sarganamadirantastya madhyam chaivaham arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadaha pravadatamaham. Hey Arjuna, sarganam of creations, aham, I am, adihi, the beginning, antaha cha. Adihi, the beginning means, it is like yesterday Brahmara was asking, those are 3 karanas for any creation. One is the nimitta karana, upadana karana, and the instrumental karana. Instrumental, what do you say in Sanskrit? Okay. And all the 3 are included in this Adihi. I am the upadana karana, I am the nimitta karana, and I am also the instrumental cause, all these things. Aham Adihi antaha cha. I am an end also, and the end also. And when will that end come? Prarabdhavashat jivaha. He will maranam apnoti. He will attain to the end. Then madhyam chaivaham arjuna. I am the middle also. That is, I am the sustaining influence for what I have created. Vidyanam, amongst the disciplines of knowledge, Adhyatma Vidya Aham, and the knowledge of the self. Atma Bodha, Atma Bodha. I am the Atma Bodha, Adhyatma Vidya, Vidyanam. And see how what a tremendous importance is given to this Adhyatma Vidya, which most of us take it very lightly. Adhyatma Vidya, Vidyanam. If our effort is to acquire a lot of knowledge, forgetting the knowledge that we need to acquire regarding who we are, how did we come, what is this globe into which we have entered, and how long do we survive on the globe? And when we call it a day, where do we go? When we go, where is that world of ours? What happens thereafter? Will we take birth again? Why do we take birth again? What is the cause? What is the effect? All these things are available in the Adhyatma Vidya. In that I am the glory of Adhyatma Vidya. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatamaham. Pravadatam, of those who discuss Vadaha Aham. Vadaha. There are three types of Vadas. One is Vada, another is Jalpavada, another is Vitandavada. Vitandavada, you know, two people they are discussing, and the discussion is centered on each one of those winning his point of view without giving any credit for the truth and the reality of the the discussion coming from the other quarter. That is Vitandavada. That is, you want to win all the time, no matter what you say has any substance or not. That is Vitandavada. Jalpavada is Jalpavada is each one of those, okay? Each one of those, they sideline the search for truth, the search for reality, and they keep on discussing endlessly. Endlessly, that is Jalpavada, useless discussion. And the other thing is Vada, simple Vada. This simple Vada is also called Samvada. Samvada. Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Vibhuti Yogo Nama Dashamodhyayaha. Don't we say that? Samvade. Samvade is beautiful Vada. This Vada is a discussion between two people who are really committed to knowing the truth. That is Vada. So amongst the Vadas, okay, amongst the Pravadatamaham, Aham Vadaha. Amongst people who keep on discussing, I am Vada. How beautifully Bhagavan has arranged all these things. I am indeed the beginning, the middle, and the end of all creations. Among the disciplines of knowledge and the knowledge of the self, of those who discuss and the discussion leading to truth. Yeah, next verse. Then Aksharanam Akarosmi Dvandva Samasikasya cha Ahamevakshaya Kalaha Dhataham Vishwato Mukaha. Aksharanam, amongst the letters Aham, Akaraha Asmi. That is what with Akara only. Almost all languages start from only Akara. Okay? And when you say Om, that Om, I believe, has got three syllables. A, O, Ma. And I is the first of the syllables. Aksharanam Makarosmi. Earlier Bhagavan has said what? Aham, amongst the words. Aham ekaksharam. What is that verse? Ekaksharam. Yeah. Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giram Asmekamaksharam. Giram, amongst the words. I am Ekamaksharam. Ekamaksharam is the one single syllable word, which is Om. In that Om, this A, O, Ma is there, and I is that Ye. Okay? I am amongst the aksharas, letters. I am akarosmi. Then dvandvaha samasikasya cha. Dvandvaha, dvandva samasaha. In the fourth chapter, we have come across the first of the samasas. What is that? Rajarshi was mentioned by Bhagavan. In what verse is that, Rajarshi? Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manuhu ikshvakave abravit. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduho. Rajarshayo viduho. Rajanam cha rishayaha. They are not only kings, they are rishis also, like Janakadayaha, like Manu, Rajarshayaha, Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu. That is considered a Dvandva Samasa. Such like thing you can say, Rama Lakshmanao, Sharanyo Rama Lakshmanao, you can say, you can pray to both of them. Sharanyo Rama Lakshmanao. Ramam cha Lakshmanao, that is considered a Dvandva Samasa. Bhagavan says, in the Samasas, I am the Dvandva. Okay? Samasikasya cha aham Dvandvaha. Aham eva akshayaha kalaha. I am the infinite kala. Akshaya means infinite. Akshayaha kalaha. Perennially eternal time. And when will that eternal time end? When you get to know yourself. When you get to know yourself, you get to know time also. Time also is kind of subservient to you. Because Bhagavan said what? In the creations, aham adishya madhyam cha bhutanam anta eva cha. When you are adi, madhyam and antam also, all these things happen in time. When you have come to be aware of that, time is subserve you. It will be serving you. And you will be aware of time. That is when this akshaya kalaha as though becomes kshayam. Kshayam bhavati. Till then it is akshaya kalaha. I am that akshaya kala. And in that infinite kala, the glory of that infinity of kala is I. Aham Vishwato Mukhaha. I am all pervasive giver. Vishwato Mukhaha. I have faces everywhere. Vishwato Mukhaha. I am all pervasive giver. Vishwato Mukhaha. That is, you want to do upasana of me and you want to look at my face. I present my face no matter in which direction you look at me. You look at me top, I am there. You look at me from bottom, I am there. You look at me from the 8 quarters, I am there. From all the 10 quarters, top, bottom, and the 8 quarters, I am there. I am Vishwato Mukhaha. Among the letters, I am A, and I am Dvanda. I am the Dvanda among the compounds. Compounds means samasas. I am indeed the perennially eternal time and the giver who is all pervasive. Karma Phaladata. Giver means Karma Phaladata. I am the Karma Jaksha also. I am also the lawgiver. Okay? I am the chief lawgiver. I am the Karma Adhyaksha. I am Karma Phaladata. And I have faces everywhere for you to do any puja and upasana of me. Yeah. Next verse, please. Mrityu sarvaharaschaham uddhavascha bhavisyatam kirti shri vakcha narinam smriti medha dhruti kshama. All these things are because of my glory. All these are glorious because of me, because of my kataksha karuna vikshana. Okay? Mrityuhu, death. Sarvaharaha, that which takes away everything. Mrityuhu takes away everything means what? What all does it take away? It takes away what all you have acquired till then. It takes away all your connections with the bandhavas, including your wife or husband, including your parents, including your progeny, everything. Everything, your bank balance is also taken away, as though taken away, because you have no connection with that. Sarvaharaha. And when did you come into the globe? You have come alone with nothing on you. And when you go away, you will simply reciprocate that birth of yours through your death. Sarvaharaschaham. You will go away as you have come. Right? You have come empty-handed and you will go empty-handed. Mrityuhu sarvaharaschaham uddhavasya bhavishyatam. And uddhavasya bhavishyata means what? It is not only the present clan of people and the jivas and jantus. What is yet to come also? Uddhavasya bhavishyatam. Okay? And the prosperity, etc. also, I am the one whose vikshana will make that prosperity of people possible. Okay? Uddhavasya bhavishyatam. Then narinam. Narinam means it's not amongst the women. It is amongst the feminine words. There are a lot of feminine words, I believe. One is kirti. All women must be very, very happy that kirti belongs to their clan. Kirti is fame. That fame is a feminine word. And Shri, the wealth, that is another feminine word. Walk. Walk means not rebuking type of walk. It is some samvada type of walk. It is a pleasing hitavakyam. That kind of a thing, it is a feminine word. Then smritihi, memory. And you will remember between men and women, if there is any doubt regarding somebody's name, the husband generally turns to the wife and the wife will immediately give the name of that person. The smriti, the memory. The ladies tend to have better smriti perhaps, okay? Better smriti. Smriti, that is a feminine word. Medha. Medha is the discriminative knowledge and the retentive capacity. Capacity to receive and retain knowledge. That is another feminine word. Dhritihi, fortitude. Come what may. If something is decided, that will have to be done. I have decided that and there's no going back. That is another feminine word. Okay? And most of these perhaps belong to the feminine attitudes also. I'm not sure. Kshama. Kshama is the nature of forgiving and the nature of bearing any inconvenience. Shitoshna sukha dukkeshu samaha sanga vivarjitaha tulya ninda stutirmoni santushtaha yena kenachit. All these things are possible because of Kshama. And I am death that takes away everything. And I am the cause of prosperity of those yet to be. People who are yet to take shape in this globe, yet to be. I am the cause of prosperity of those. Among the feminine words, I am fame, wealth, speech, memory, intelligence, fortitude, and equanimity. Equanimity, fortitude, dhritihi. Equanimity is the kshama. And supposing you come across somebody who has all these qualities, the glory does not belong to that somebody. It belongs to Bhagavan. That glory is mine. I am death that takes away everything. And I am the cause of prosperity of those yet to be. Among the feminine words, I am fame, wealth, speech, memory, intelligence, fortitude, and equanimity. Brihat Samatadha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamam Masanam Margaseshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Kusumakaraha. Kusuma is flower. Kusumakaraha means that is Kusumakaram, the one who gives flowers. And when will that happen? During the springtime, kind of. In the Vasanta Rutuhu. Rutunam Aham Vasanta Rutuhu. Bruhat Sama Tadha Samnam. Amongst the Samaganas, there is one Samagana, I believe, Bruhat Sama. Bruhat means huge, very huge. This Samagana, you can listen in a couple of temples in South India. I'm aware of that. One is in Tirumala at some appropriate times, and another is in the western front. It is Guruvayur. In the Guruvayur Krishna temple, there is generally the Samagana that goes on by one Pandit or Purohit. He will be always chanting that, and he will be relieved by somebody else, etc. I don't know whether that is Bruhat Sama. In the Sama Veda, these are the Ganas, I believe, available. That Bruhat Sama, Tadha Samnam. Amongst the Samagayas, I am Bruhat Sama. Gayatri Chandasamaham. Aham Gayatri Chandasamaham. There are a lot of chandases. Bhagavad Gita is what? Mostly is what? What chandas?
Anushtup Chandas.
Anushtup Chandaha. Very right. Anushtup Chandaha. Then there are other chandases, one of which is Gayatri. But the moment you mention Gayatri, it is not just related to this Gayatri, I believe. It has got a 3-line verse. 3-line verse. Each line will have 8 aksharas, and together it will be 8 into 3, 24 aksharas. That is the style of Gayatri Chandas. But whenever you say Gayatri, it is generally understood to be the Gayatri, not the Chandas, the Gayatri mantra, of which the Rishi was who?
Vishwamitra.
Vishwamitra. Yeah, good, very good. Vishwamitra is the Rishi. He is the Rishi for the Gayatri mantra. And this Gayatri mantra has 24 syllables, and Ramayana is a kind of an explosion of the Gayatri mantra, I believe. It has got 24 syllables, and Ramayana has got 24,000 slokas. And if you go through with the Ramayana carefully, every verse starting, the first verse will be starting with the first syllable of Gayatri mantra. And Gayatri mantra is what? Gayatri mantra is that people chant at the time of doing Sandhya Vandana. Om Bhur Bhuvah Suvah Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Okay? That is the Gayatri mantra. And this Gayatri mantra has 24 syllables. Ramayana has got 24,000 verses. The first verse will start with not that Om, Tat Saviturvarenyam. Tat, Ta. It starts with Ta. The first verse of Ramayana is I used to remember all this. Maybe age is telling on me. I've been forgetting these small things. Not Tato Yuddha Parishrantam. That is where Tataha. Okay. it starts with, the first verse will start with the first syllable of Gayatri. The 1001th verse will start with the second syllable of Gayatri. And the 24,000 verses like that will be covered by the 24 syllables of Gayatri. Bruhat Sama Tada Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Masanam Margasirshoham. Amongst the months, I am the Margasirsha. Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Rutunam, amongst the seasons, I am the Vasanta Rutu, the springtime. Okay? Margasirshaha, why? Masanam Margasirshoham. Why did he pick on this Margasirsha? The end of this month will herald Uttarayana Punyakalam. This comes, I believe, Margasirsha, around the middle of December, goes on up to the Sankranti time. From then on, the Uttarayana Punyakalam starts. That is how Masanam Margasirshoham Rutunam Kusumakaraha. Tada, so too, among the Samas, careful, no, Pratipadartha. Among the Samas, Bruhat Samaha, I am the Bruhat Sama, and Chandasam, amongst the meters, I am Gayatri. Amongst the meters means the Vedic slokas, etc., all these things are rendered as per some norm, some rule, Vyakarna rule. And the Vyakarna rule has got some meters. And I believe in the Rigveda, the first of all those mantras, they start with Gayatri mantra, I believe, and they worship Indra and the rest of the deities like that. Okay? Indra, Agni, that is how. Chandasam, Aham, Gayatri. Then Masanam, amongst the months, Aham, Margasirshaha, the November, December. Actually, November, December is mentioned. It ought to be December, Jan. I don't know why. Margasirshaha. If by December end, Margasirsha ends, 1st of January, you do not get the Uttarayana Punyakalam, isn't it? Uttarayana Punyakalam will be around the middle of January, between 13, 14, 15, one of those dates. Rutunam, amongst the seasons, Kusumakaraha, the springtime, the one that brings forth flowers and brings forth a lot of what? Asthma-inducing pollen also. So too, I am Bruhat Sama among the Samas, Gayatri amongst the meters, amongst the months, Margasirsha, and among the seasons, I am the spring. Next verse, please. Yeah. Jyotam Chalayatam Tejasvinamaham Jayosmi Vyavasayosmi Sattvam Sattvavatamaham. Chalayatam, amongst those that deceive. Jyotam Asmi, I am the game of dice. Among the deceitful things, I am the game of dice. This is where Yudhishthira paid the penalty because his uncle was very deceitful. Jyotam Chalayatam Asmi Tejasvinamaham, and in the brilliant, I am the brilliance. In the brilliant, I am the brilliance. Tejasvinamaham. Jayaha Asmi, I am the cause of victory. I am indeed the victory. Jayaha Asmi, Vyavasayaha Asmi, I am the clarity in thinking. Do you remember that? Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kudunandana. That was the Prabodha in the 2nd chapter by Bhagavan. That Vyavasaya Asmi Aham. Of those who have clarity in thinking, I am the clarity. Sattvatamaham, of those whose nature is predominantly sattvic, I am the sattva. I am the sattva. Whatever glory is there in anything or in any being, I am the cause of that glory. I am indeed that glory. I am the game of dice among the things that deceive. Of the brilliant, I am the brilliance. Earlier in the not fifth, what is that? In the 7th chapter, Buddhi buddhivatamasme tejas tejasvinamaham. He said that. He said that, isn't it? Rasoham apsukonteya prabhasmi shashi suryayoho pranavas sarvavedeshu shabdhakke paurusham rishu punyo gandha pridhivyam cha. All these are my glories. I am giving you this 10th chapter, Arjuna, as a commentary on what I have already said, because you, my friend, my Sakha, and you have chosen to be my Sishya now. You have requested me. That is why, out of compassion for you, I have been giving all these things. Otherwise, where is the need for all these things? Anything that is great, I am. Anything that is great, I am. Anything that is brilliant, I am. I am the victory of the victorious, and the clarity in thinking of those that have the Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, of those whose nature is predominantly Sattva. I am the Sattva. Okay? I am the Sattva. Next verse. Then Purushninam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjayaha. Arjuna was perhaps sulking till now because Bhagavan has mentioned what? Rama Shastra Bhrutamaham, sidelining as though Arjuna, who is a great, great archer of no mean achievement and no mean prowess, no mean hero he was. Vrishninam Vasudevosmi. Amongst the Vrishnis, I am Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva. The Vrishni clan is a kind of an offshoot of that Yadukula. Okay? Vrishnis, etc. There are some half a dozen kulas, of which Krishna's father, Vasudeva, belonged to Vrishni Vamsha. And Vasudeva's father is what? Shurasena. Shurasena's first issue was Kunti, and Kunti was given in adoption to Kunti Bhoja. Her name as born to Shurasena is Prudha. And that Prudha becomes Kunti later after adoption by Kunti Bhoja. So that Vrishninam, coming from Shurasena, Vasudeva, I am the son of Vasudeva. That is how I have become Vasudeva. Though Bhagavan Vyasa has described that Vasudeva has another meaning. Okay, in the Vishnu Sahasranama, yes, nicely given. Krishninam Vasudevosmi, Pandavanam Dhananjayaha. Hey Arjuna, stop sulking. I am Dhananjayaha amongst the Pandavas. Amongst the 3 Pandavas, I am Dhananjayaha. No, not 3 Pandavas. Amongst the 5 Pandavas, I am.
5.
Yeah. Amongst the 3 Kaunteyas, I am Dhananjayaha. That is the meaning. Muninamapyaham Vyasaha. Vyasa Bhagavan, who was dictating to Ganesha, he has mentioned this. Muninamapyaham Vyasaha. Bhagavan Krishna must have prompted Vyasa Maharshi. Hey, include your name. We have done so much. Muninamapyaham Vyasaha. Kavinam Ushana Kavihi. Amongst the Munis, I'm Vyasa Maharshi. Vyasa Maharshi means the one who has kind of classified the Vedas. And till the time of Veda Vyasa, the Vedas were available as only Shruti Parampara. They were not in any kind of lipi. They were not in any kind of language which was written down. And it remained for the blessing and grace of Bhagavan Vyasa, who had to do that. He did that. He has done a lot of things. That is why he is equated to Vishnu. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya, Vyasarupaya Vishnave. There's no difference between these. That is a saying. Muninam apyaham Vyasaha. Kavinam. Kavinam means people who have Kranta Darshihi. They know the past, present, and future, that kind of a thing. Kavinam, Ushana Kavihi. Ushana Kavihi means Shukracharya. Shukracharya is a Bhrugu Vamshiya. Ushana Kavihi. He is the Danava Guru. Deva Guru is Bruhaspati. Vrishninam, amongst the Yadavas, Vasudevaha Ahamasmi. I am Krishna. Pandavanam, amongst the Pandavas, Aham Dhananjayaha. Aham, and this Dhananjayaha title has come when just before the Rajasuya Yaga, these four brothers, Arjuna, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, they go to the four corners of the globe. Arjuna goes to the north and subdues a lot of kings and emperors and brings a lot of wealth and gives. Not a pie he takes, gives everything to Yudhishthira. He is called Dhananjayaha from Dhanan. Dhananjayaha. Muninam api, amongst the seers. Muninam, aham Vyasaha. I am Veda Vyasaha. Kavinam, amongst the sages. Ushana Kavihi. I am the preceptor Ushana. Ushana is Shukracharya. Amongst the Yadavas, I am Vasudeva. Amongst the Pandavas, I am Dhananjaya, and amongst the seers, I am Vyasa. Amongst the sages, the preceptor Ushana, preceptor of the Danavas. Dando Damayatam Asmi, Niti Rasmi Jigeshatam, Maunam Chaivasmi Gushyanam, Jnanam Jnanavatamaham. Damayatam are people who enforce discipline. Dandaha Aham Asmi, I am disciplined. Aham Dandaha. In the Anishasanika Parva and in the Shanti Parva, there is a lot of talk of this Danda between Bhishmacharya and Yudhishthira. This is one of the Rajadharmas. And that Rajadharma, the discipline, discipline wielding king I am, kind of. Dando Damayatam Asmi. Niti Rasmi Jigishatam. Jigishatam, people who are victorious or who are desirous of victory, who are successful in any endeavor. Nitihi ahamasmi, I am the justice. People who simply become victorious and put to death everything that comes against them, I am not. I am the justice against, using which, not against, using which the people will become victorious. And Maunam Chaivasmi Guhyanam. What a mention regarding secrets. Amongst the secrets, what is the greatest of secrets? The greatest of secrets is, in the Mahabharata, was displayed by one woman.
Death.
Can you name that woman? This Maunam. Kunti Devi kept quiet regarding Karna's birth. Maunam Chaivasmi Gushyanam. And because of that, because she kept this greatest of secrets, Yudhishthira curses all womankind. From then on, he says, from now on, no lady will be capable of keeping any secret. They will have to blurt it out. Maunam Chaivasmi Gushyanam. That is the story from Mahabharata. Maunam Chaivasmi Gushyanam. You know what? When Yudhishthira curses her, in these three parva, I think, when a lot of Pitrukaryas are being done, you offer for the Tila Dana for people who departed. Everybody is being offered that. Then Kunti Devi requests Yudhishthira, please offer to Karna also. Then Yudhishthira says, why to Karna? What is this, mother, you are talking? Then she had to come out with the truth. That is when he gets annoyed. That's such a wonderful person. You made him our enemy, and if only I knew, I would have prostrated to him and given everything to him. You have held this wonderful news from all of us. So henceforward, I am very pleased to curse all womankind not to have the capacity to keep any secret with themselves. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam jnanam jnanavatamaham. And I am the knowledge amongst people who are knowledgeable. Okay? That is, in the Rishi ashramas, the rishis need not be very proud that they have a lot of knowledge. I am that knowledge. I am the cause of that knowledge. And the discipline of those who enforce discipline. I'm justice of those who want success. And I'm silence amongst the secrets of those who have knowledge. I am that. I am that knowledge. Okay? I think we'll stop here today. Any doubts you may have, we will attend to tomorrow, okay? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om. Thank you, Nana.
Hari Om, Nana.
Hari Om, Nana.
Thank you.
Hari Om, Nana.
Yeah, thank you. Tomorrow we might enter the portals of the 11th chapter.